Yo,
Yo, yo, yo. Yeah.
you know the vibes.
Be back at it again. Who knows best? We do.
We do.
It was a crazy week of some football. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. It was a
Yeah, I
crazy
mean,
week of football.
what a week, right? What a week.
Sure. All my tickets busted this week. I was pissed.
Hey,
Yo, yeah,
hey,
this week was such an unexpected week, man. It was
yeah.
such an unexpected week. I'm not gonna lie. It was such an unexpected week for me. Not gonna
AG, just to
lie.
make sure, let's make sure we're connected with Facebook. Let's make sure we're connected with um We Watch Sports page. Are we connected?
Well, like I said, the link is in the chat. They are using the at right now, for that.
Okay.
Because we can't, for some reason, StreamYard changed their thing where we can't stream directly into the page for some reason.
But
But
they do have the
they
the link for the YouTube
yeah,
page.
yeah, yeah, they do have the link. They do have the link.
All right, so then we're there. So then we're there.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, so that's good. All right, so welcome to Who Knows Best, featuring AG and yours truly, GJ. All right, we're gonna talk the big topics, the biggest of topics. We're gonna talk a little bit of the ML. I'm gonna start off with the MLB picture today. I'm gonna start off with what's going on with the NFL Week 3 recap. We're going to talk about the fantasy week 3 winners and losers, the week 4 fantasy do's and don'ts. AG and myself have gone over that together, so we're going to give you our best predictions about what's going to go on this week. Also, the predictions of the week, and then we got some WNBA playoffs going on, and then we got the NBA season coming up. The NBA
Yeah,
season is
yeah,
coming up.
yeah, yeah. We gonna touch on the NBA briefly, like
So let's
because
not
next week, not like we just gonna give our predictions on who's coming out of the East and the West, and we probably gonna argue about that for a quick minute because I know we not gonna agree, but
No, we're
we
not.
def- I
There's no
know we're
reason why we
not.
should.
I
I
mean,
don't
I
even
know
know
we're
what
not
we didn't
because
and just so forewarning, we have not talked about it. So
we
it's
have
definitely
not.
gonna
We
be
have
it's gonna be
not.
something that
We
it's
have
gonna go
not.
off the cuff per se.
Yeah, we have not. Yeah, we have not. We
Hmm.
have not. But we
All
definitely
right.
will be tapping more into the NBA starting next week because that's when the season is starting. The season is starting next week. So we will be tapping more into the NBA. But yeah, go right ahead.
I'm letting everybody know to tune in right now. I'm letting the chat our chat know. I'm letting my chat know. Our chat know. I'm letting all my people know. So that we're all ready to go and no problem. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I already got comments coming in. Comments coming in. All right, we got Jace. What's up, Jace? How you doing, Papa? Hey, Vic. I see ya, boy. I see ya. Salute ya. I see ya. Hey, CJ on a PJ. Get off that PJ, young bull. Mikey. I see you, Mikey. I see ya, boy. All right, we're here. We're here. We're starting early. We're starting on time. Whatever you want to call it. Who cares? Let's start off. Let's start off. Hey, let's start off strong. Let's start off strong. Here we go. We're gonna talk a little bit of MLB, and then we're gonna get into the football. All right. Let's talk a little MLB real quick. All right. So with the MLB, we saw Baltimore clinch their playoff position. They are clinched for the wild card position. They are not going to win the AL East. It's just not going to happen. The Yankees will clinch it either tonight or tomorrow if they win. We also
Hopefully
got
they lose.
right. Me, I'm with you. The Detroit Tigers taking a 2-game lead over the Minnesota Twins, the hottest team in baseball right now. The Detroit Tigers, they have the Cy Young winner over there in Scooball. And, who knows what they're going to produce in the playoffs. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to wait and find out. That being said, like I said, the AL and the NL, the playoff picture is becoming more apparent to what we're going to see when the playoffs begin. We'll see. We'll see. Moving forward, probably after tonight, we'll have a better picture of what's going to happen. Let's move on to the NL, though. The NL. I don't really want to talk about this, but the San Diego Padres have clinched a playoff position. We knew that was going to happen. They are pretty hot themselves. The Mets are in the second place position right now, just a half game above the Braves, and a half game above Arizona. We lost against the
Big
Braves last
game,
night.
big game, big games,
I believe the Mets and the
big
Braves are in a
games.
rain delay. Yeah, the Mets and the Braves are in a rain delay right now. They're about to get started right now. We need that win tonight. We
That's
need
in New
that win
York.
tonight. No, they're in Atlanta.
I was about to say, I don't believe it's raining right now. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're in Atlanta right now. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but who knows how that's gonna play out?
Hmm.
We're gonna see. Obviously, the next time we come on, we're
Who?
gonna discuss the playoff picture at that point. Go ahead, AG.
Good question. Who's the starting pitcher tonight for the Mets?
I believe it's Peterson. I could be wrong. I'm almost 100% sure it's Peterson. The only thing about Peterson is he has been laying the bed as of late. He's been
Yes,
I don't know.
yes.
I don't know if Vegas called. I
I,
don't know if he's the
I,
mole. Is he the mole?
I, I don't know, but I honestly haven't been a fan of him all year. To be honest, like I
Yeah,
haven't been a
he's.
fan of him.
Oh, it looks like their game has been postponed. So we're not
Ooh.
gonna play again. So we're not gonna play again until
So
the
that's gonna be
30th.
back. So it's gonna be a
It's
double.
gonna be a doubleheader on the
Uh,
30th. So the Mets and the Braves will not play today. That's a quick update, live update coming from you right now on Who Knows Best. Mets and Braves will not play today. Will not play tomorrow because of the hurricane coming down the East Coast. They will play a doubleheader on September 30th.
I hate
Last
doubleheaders.
last day of the season. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. That being
Oh my
said,
gosh.
that being said, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen in the NL and AL now. Now that we just found out that the Mets aren't gonna be playing, who knows what's gonna happen out there? Let's move on. We got the Phillies, the Brewers, the Astros, the Guardians clinching their divisions. Good congratulations to them, except for the Phillies. And then we got the Yankees and the Dodgers still looking to clinch their division. I believe their clinch is inevitable. They will clinch either tonight or tomorrow evening. All right.
I'm still pissed about this doubleheader. It's always something. They always something. The universe always tries to find a way to take the Mets down all
It's
the
something
time.
It's funny because it's something I saw on Instagram earlier today. I was scrolling on my Instagram feed and I saw that somebody said, "Pray for your Mets fans." I was like, wow, it's just, here it happens again. Here it happens again. Gonna cry. But moving on. Moving on. You ready, AG? Let's talk NFL, Papa. Let's talk some NFL. How about that week 3 in the NFL? What you got to say about that week 3?
Well, you already know I got all my Eagles stuff on today because I was at the Eagles game.
Yes, my man AG was in New Orleans
Woo!
repping the Eagles.
Woo!
Fly, Eagle, fly. Go ahead. What you saw out there in the NO, big dog? What you saw out there in the Big Easy?
I saw a lot of Eagle fans out there. That's what I saw. I saw a lot of Eagle fans. But I just want to say though, I wasn't totally impressed. There was a lot of takeaways from the game that I had, and the main takeaway was Sirianni is trash and he should
Yo,
be on the
what's up,
hot seat.
Marlon? Yo, Marlon. Yo, our boy Marlon. Shout out to Breck. He just said the Eagles are what? Trash.
Yo, he a Giant fan. Don't
Trash.
get me started. You a Giant fan. Pack it up. Pack it up.
Trash.
Pack it up.
Take your you got to win this week, and now you want
Pack
to
it
talk
up.
trash. Now you want to talk
Yo,
garbage. All
Giants
right.
fans get one win and be hyped. Pack
Alright.
it up. Pack it
Alright.
up.
He get one win and now you
Pack
want
it
to talk
up.
that shit. Alright.
Pack it up.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah.
Pack
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah. He talking reckless. I don't got no respect for him. But go ahead, AG. What you saw over there in the Big Easy?
Yeah, nah, but like I said, I saw that Sirianni needed to be fired. Um, and as long as we keep winning games, I doubt he's gonna be on the hot seat, but he really should be on the hot seat. He really should be on the hot seat. And these turnovers from Jalen Hurts is it's bad. It's bad. It's
Oh,
bad.
man. Yeah.
I will
If you want
say,
to. Yeah,
I
go ahead.
will say though that one of his turnovers that was a fumble. I felt like he was down, and they rushed to like get the chains moving to start over. But I feel like it should have just been one turnover for him. But overall, I think you called last week that the Saints are pretenders, and the Eagles showed that they are.
Yes. Yes. I mean, we hold him to just 3 points in the first half. And we had a terrible first half in the first half. Terrible first half. And we still showed up and got out there with the win.
And
Still what should.
I said we might get an ugly one. I said we might get an ugly one. I said we might get it. I felt like we might get it, but the whole game I was nervous. I really felt
I
that
see you, Marlon. I see you.
Sirianni almost cost us the game again. Sirianni almost cost us the game again. But you already know.
Hey, Jeff already
Here
talking.
we
Hey,
go.
hey,
Here we
hey.
go.
Hey, Jeff's
Here
already in
we
the
go.
chat. What's up, Jeff?
Here
I
we
see you,
go.
boy. Yeah, he's already
Here we
talking
go.
crazy. Hey, he's already talking crazy. You knew this was coming, though, AG. You knew this was coming.
Yeah, but my thing is, Jalen Hurts has the most turnovers in the league right now, and I'm gonna hold the standard higher for whoever plays on my team. All right, whoever plays on my team, I'm gonna hold the standard higher.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. He needs to clean
So
up
how
the
about-
turnovers.
Yep. So how about we go ahead and we jump in, because I was gonna start with the New England Jets game, but since look, here go the haters. Respect Jeff. Aaron won't talk about it. You see, these are them haters that we talking about. We got New York haters, we got Giants fans, but you know, my man Jeff is an Eagles fan, so I'm a little confused about what's going on. But we're gonna talk about that a little later. We're gonna jump in right now. We're gonna talk about the Thursday night game, and then after that, we're gonna jump into our Eagles New Orleans game. Okay, let's talk about the Thursday night game. New England at the Jets. How about those Jets? Are we ready to start the Jets right now? 24-3 win against New England in New York. Are we ready to start the Jets, AG? Start the Jets?
I still need to see a little more. I still need to see a little more. But the Patriots defense had Aaron Rodgers looking like he was 25 out there. So let's see.
Did he?
If that boy, if the Baron can stay hot like that, it's gonna be a long season out there. It's gonna be a long season out there. But I'm not fully convinced yet. I'm not sold yet. I need to see more. But I felt like coming into the season, there was high expectations for them. There was high expectations for Rodgers. He has the weapons in there. And then the first couple of weeks he was bad, and then it was, oh, he needs more receivers. Like, what? Like, how much more does he need? Like, I feel like he has enough out there.
Okay, now we talked about this. Okay, hold on. Now, we talked about this last week, and I didn't get a chance to do my research before we had this conversation. We didn't talk about Jordy Nelson last week either. Let's not forget that he had Jordy Nelson back there in Green Bay. Now, he was a dog. Absolute dog. Let's not forget, he had Jordy Nelson. He had our boy Randall Cobb. He had Devontae Adams. Okay? Let's not forget that he had a squad out there.
All right, he had Devontae Adams later, Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb. Jordy Nelson is basically what Garrett Wilson does. That's what Garrett Wilson does. If you want to be technical, that's exactly what Garrett Wilson does.
But what has he done for me lately?
That's the same type of player. It's the same type of player. Did
Garrett Wilson get a touchdown this week? I don't think so. I haven't seen a touchdown from. Did he?
Garrett Wilson got a touchdown this week.
Oh my God! He got a lucky touchdown. 33 yards off of 5 receptions. He's done nothing. Alan Lazard has done more for the Jets this season than Garrett Wilson. Tell me I'm wrong.
But Lazard and Rodgers already had chemistry.
That's what I told you. But that's what I told you.
Chemistry.
I called that.
I mean, that's obvious. That's not a call.
Now let me ask you a question though, AG. Is it ready? Is it time to start the Jets?
Like picking them or like that defense? What are you talking about? Start the Jets? Like, are we talking their defense? Are you talking Rodgers? Like, what are we?
Yeah, I mean, the Jets as a whole. Is it time to take the Jets seriously this season, going into the AFC East? I mean, let's look at the AFC East. The Dolphins are vulnerable. The New England Patriots are the New England Patriots. The Buffalo Bills are the only team that's going to give them the competition.
That boy Josh Allen is.
I know.
He's a hot boy right now. He's a hot boy right now.
I can't fight you on that one. He went out there and he showed us something.
Listen. I mean, I think, like I said, I still need to see a couple more games from the Jets. Because I even feel like their defense hasn't been as great as they're supposed to be. So I need to see a couple more games from the Jets.
Wilson gets double Lazard. Explain that, Greg. What you talking about? Wilson gets double Lazard.
He's saying Wilson gets doubled a lot, and that's why Lazard is getting the numbers he's getting,
Ah,
which is
okay.
which
Yeah, I agree. I'll agree with that.
that's a correct statement. That's a
I'll
correct
agree with
statement.
that. I'll agree with that. I'm with him on that. All right, let's jump to the
Moving
second
on.
game. Let's jump to the second game. Let's talk about Philly. Let's do it. Philly, 15-12 win in New Orleans. Yo, they only scored 3 points through 3 quarters. 3 points through 3 quarters. And then what happened?
Philly left a lot of points on the board. Philly left a lot of points on the board.
Talk about it, AG. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Philly could have had easily another 6 points. But we went for it. We went for it multiple times and failed. There was one time that where the ref placed the ball was a first down. So I was really confused on how it wasn't a first down, but it was all right. We still got the win. I still got to talk shit to all of the Saints fans out there and their
I
bum
know
ass
you was loving
chant
that shit.
and their
I know you
bum
was loving
ass
that shit,
shit.
boy. I know it. I
Yo,
know it.
the biggest takeaway that I got from that game was the Saints got a whack ass chant. Fuck out of here, and that we left the stadium singing "Fly Eagles Fly," baby.
Yeah. How was it out there in the Big Easy? You had a good time?
Yo, listen, they had a whole parade for us, boy. Listen, the Eagles took over New Orleans. The Eagles took over. It was a home game. It was a home game. I don't think I understand. It was a home game for us.
I
Took
know.
over New
Hey,
Orleans.
I was watching the game. I was looking for you. I was looking for you. Because I know you show out. You a clown. I was looking for your ass. I was like, where's my man AG? Where's AG? Where's AG? Hey, you see Greg, the pick in the red zone hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely did. It definitely did. And I literally called that route. If you ask anybody that was there, I called the route that Smitty was about to do, and Jalen just stared him down way too much on that route. Um, he has to get better, man. He has to get better. He has to get better.
And you alluded to it last week. You talked about how you're not sold on Jalen Hurts. And after watching him against the New Orleans defense this week, I can't help but to agree with you. I thought it was a hot take at that moment, but after watching him against a New Orleans team who nobody had any kind of faith in, I was like, yo, AG's right. And I don't like to agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I really don't like to agree with you. But with that being said, he turned over the ball, I think 3 times, maybe twice or 3 times in the game.
Twice.
He turned over the ball twice. He looked uncomfortable in the pocket. I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
But to be fair, our best lineman did go out of the game.
And
So
let's talk about our linemen. Let's talk about how our linemen. Yeah.
The lineman went out. Lane Johnson went out. Our best lineman on our line, and then he was playing without AJ. He did.
Yeah, and then Devontae Smith got hurt.
Devontae Smith. Yeah,
right.
It was a dirty hit. It was a dirty hit. I don't understand how there's no fines or penalties or suspensions for that hit against Smitty. Because I was ready to turn up in New Orleans after that hit. I'll tell you that much. I was ready to turn up in New Orleans after that hit.
I believe you.
But I think with what he had, he showed out. He did show out. I'm not going to lie. Because at the end of the game, it was him and Saquon took over the game and won the game. And Saquon really, he made up for last week. He made up. He made up for it. He made up for it.
Shout out to Jace. I'm gonna try to get Jace in at the end of the stream. Shout out to Jace. He showed the Eagles emoji. You know what time it is. But like now it was a sketchy win for the Eagles in New Orleans, and now we say it's a sketchy win. The reason I say it's a sketchy win is because the Eagles coach.
Yeah, you're not an Eagle fan.
All right, calm down. So the Eagles coach, he made a lot of sketchy calls in this game. A lot of going for it on fourth down. And then he kicked the field goal from 60 yards, damn near 60 yards out on fourth down
when we were supposed to kick the field goals, he didn't kick the field goal. And then when it was arguably Jake Elliott can make that. So
but still,
I understand that.
Why didn't you go for it earlier in the game? Get your points when it's needed.
Listen, I tell you right now, if Sirianni would have lost that game, this conversation would have been different. Right.
And we would have been talking about your boy Bill. And we're going to talk about Bill later on in the show because they're talking about him going to Dallas.
Nah, they're actually talking about him going to Jacksonville.
I heard Dallas. You heard Jacksonville. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. But still, the Eagles got the win. Who knew? Let's go. Moving on. We got the Chargers. The Chargers at the Steelers.
Yeah, I had the Steelers winning that game.
Come on,
Um
man. Come on, man.
I had the Steelers winning that
I see
game.
you, boy. I see you. I see
I
you,
had the
Marlon.
Steelers winning that game. Next.
Yeah, but this is the one game I did want to talk about. I
I
did
mean,
want to
you can
talk
talk
about
about
this
it if
one.
you want.
I did want to talk about it a little bit, at least a little bit.
You're a Chargers fan, you're an Eagles fan, you're a bandwagoner.
Hey,
But continue.
hey, did you see what Jeff
Continue.
just said? Read what Jeff
Continue.
just said
Continue.
about the hit on Devontae.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. The Smitty hit was dirty, but when you're not light skinned,
Hey, I can't. AG,
when
you
you're
be on
not
some
light
bullshit.
skinned,
AG, you be on some bullshit.
when
AG,
you when
be
you're
on.
not when you're not light skinned, you don't get those calls. But it's okay. It's okay. It's
I don't
okay.
know about the light skin comment,
It's
but yo,
okay.
Jeff, I'm with you. He would have been out
It's
the
okay.
league. Yes.
It's
Whether it
okay.
has anything to do with his skin or not, that's a AG thing. We're not going to talk about that. So let's talk about this Chargers game. Hey, is it time? Do you believe right now it is time to say that the Steelers are for real? Now, we talked about the Steelers defense, and we talked about how the defense, they're trying to take the defense out of the NFL. But the Steelers defense prevailed. They only let the Chargers score 10 points in the game. Okay, Justin Herbert, basically not even there in the game. I don't know what he was doing. He only goes 12,
He got banged up. He got banged up.
12 for 18. Okay, and then you put J.K. Dobbins out there taking it, 15 carries for 44 yards. 15. That's hard to do.
Pittsburgh's defense is legit. We've said this already. Like, we know their defense is real. They're the real deal.
Yes,
But
Mikey, thank you. That Jake Elliott field goal was hilarious. But go ahead, AG. I'm listening to you.
we've been said Pittsburgh Steelers defense is the real deal. The biggest question we had is, will that defense hold up against the higher powered offenses
Right.
when it comes later down in the season when injuries start to happen?
Yeah.
And I still don't think so. But reports did say that Pittsburgh is looking for a receiver. If any receivers on the market, I personally think they might call up Cleveland and try to get Amari Cooper. That's what I think.
That's an interesting take. That's an
That's
interesting
what I
take.
think.
That's an interesting take. Now, what do you think about this Russell Wilson coming back potentially? They're talking about him maybe making a comeback coming up this week. What do you think?
I think they need to get that experience and get that veteran QB in the backfield. I'm a big Russ fan. I'm a big Russ fan. I know he hasn't been the greatest the past couple of seasons, but I'm a big Russ fan, and I think with Pickens on the outside, if they can go out and get another receiver, I think Pittsburgh can get their offense going. Najee Harris has to do something. Najee Harris has to be better. Like at what point are we gonna see that rookie season Najee Harris again? Najee has to be Najee. Like it's unbelievable. But I eventually don't think their defense will hold up. But that offense has to get it rolling. Mike Tomlin, it's just like, come on, man. Everything is just so old school. Like, it's just so
Listen,
old school.
listen. Say what you want. Say what you want. We've been shitting on him all year. Pittsburgh is for real. I want to say Pittsburgh's for real at this point. We gotta say
Okay.
it. We gotta say
Okay.
it. We gotta say it.
I have their defense being real. I don't know if the team overall is real yet.
I mean,
I'm still not convinced. I'm still not
I
convinced.
mean, the reason why I say it, is look at the division they're in. Look at the division they're in. I mean, let's just be real. They're in a weak division. They're in a weak division. They have potential to win their division and make it to the playoffs.
Technically, I mean the Ravens aren't supposed to be that record shouldn't be that record, but
Yeah, true. True. But look at the rest of the division. The Bengals, we're going to talk
Nah,
about that
nah,
a little bit later.
but yeah, like I said, it's yeah. All right. I'm still not sold yet. I'm not sold yet. I'm
Word,
not sold
Steelers
yet.
got the best D in the league. Vikings are up there too, thanks to Brian Flores. I like it. Y'all think Arthur Smith really can make the off? No, 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 Mikey. I don't. What do you think, Aaron?
What? What's the question?
Y'all, Mikey said y'all think Arthur Smith can really make that offense better. I say no. My opinion. You're taking too long.
I don't
And
think
then
so.
Jeff says Rush's Wallace feels better. I agree with Jeff though. You say you like Russ. You're a Russ fan. You're a little biased in that opinion.
Russ is not lost, and Fields is not doing
Give,
anything. Fields is not
give
doing
the.
anything.
He's winning.
The defense is winning.
Undefeated.
He's not. He's not. Yo, the defense is winning.
Undefeated.
Oh my god. All right, next. Can we talk about the next game?
Let's do it. I'm with it. Oh man, you're not. Hey. I picked Minnesota. I picked those Vikings this week. How about those Vikings, AG? How about those Vikings, man? How about that boy Sammy Dar? Sammy Dar. Mano and all, papa. Money and all, man.
No.
Shout out to my man Sammy Dar.
I mean,
Yo, shout out to
the
Remy for shout out to Remy. I see you, Rem. What's up, papa?
the,
Hey,
the,
even
the,
Marlon saying stop hating. Stop hating, AG. Nigga, why do they always why they all think you a hater? They all know you a hater. That's crazy.
hating?
That's crazy,
I
dog.
took the Vikings last week. What are we talking about? Like,
They talk about the
what are we
Steelers.
talking about?
They talk about Justin
Oh,
Fields
they're
and
still
yeah.
talking about Justin Fields. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they talk about your boy. So how about those Vikings? What's up? What you think? We
They're
don't have to
looking
talk about it if you don't
good.
want to.
They're looking.
They're looking good, right?
Good. They're looking good, and that defense is way better than they were last year. And I think that's definitely a big reason for their success this year because JJ is gonna be JJ. I still feel like if JJ's putting up the numbers that he's doing with Sam Darnold, it's still unbelievable to me. Like I don't think Sam Darnold is good. That has nothing to do with Sam Darnold. I'm sorry. At this point, I just feel like JJ can make anybody look great. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, man. I think it's time to take them for real. I think it's about that time. They're 3-0 at this point. We wrote them off pretty much almost 3 weeks in a row. I took them this week against the Houston Texans, and you thought I was crazy, but I took them. I said whatever, I'm gonna take them. Now this is a
Yeah,
game that
I think the Texans. I had higher expectations for the Texans. I think they're getting off to like a little slow start. I think they're trying to figure. It's weird because I feel like they're trying to figure out their identity, which I thought they already knew their identity. Coming off a team that wasn't supposed to make the playoffs last year and made the playoffs last year. So I'm honestly really shocked with the Texans. Um, they're still balling. They're still balling, but I think they should be doing better. I definitely feel like they should have beat the Vikings. So
I
but
mean
I don't
I
know.
picked the Vikings off the strength of JJ, and I feel like he had a couple bad games, and I felt like he was gonna have a good game. But what did he do? He came out there and he had a great game. I thought so. And then also we have to take into account that you took CJ Stroud for MVP this year.
Yeah, I said I like either CJ Stroud or Josh Allen. That is what I said. That is what I said. That is what I said. Like
Did you
I
say
said, I
Josh
had
Allen?
high. Yeah, I said if Josh Allen keeps up what he's doing, what it looks like with what he got there, if he could make the playoffs, I feel like Josh Allen could be an MVP. But
I
I
don't.
but it's up there. We got the video. But
Okay,
I
we'll
did.
look it up too. You know I'm
But
gonna look it
I but
up.
I but We got the video. But I had high expectations for CJ Stroud. I was actually contemplating taking CJ Stroud in every fantasy league I had this year. Um. So I had high expectations for CJ Stroud.
All right, we'll see what goes on in the rest of the season. Let's move on. Denver, Tampa Bay. We both picked Tampa Bay in this game. What happened? What happened?
I don't know.
What
I feel
happened to
like
what happened
Vegas.
to what happened
I
to
feel like
Baker
Vegas.
Mayfield?
I feel like Vegas happened, but it's okay. But that Buccaneers defense is shot. That Buccaneers defense is shot. They're out there. They're starting safety. Like they have so many injuries on that side. Their defensive line, their safety. They have a lot of injuries on that defense. And I think that's what it came down to.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you, man. I think the Buccaneers showed what the Buccaneers were gonna be when they started the season. They started off hot, and then they looked vulnerable this week against the Denver offense. That Denver offense, let's not forget, Sean Payton's running that offense. Bo Nix looked okay. Bo Nix looked okay. Bo Nix looked okay.
Look decent. Look
Um,
decent. Look
all right,
decent.
let's go. Let's go. Green Bay. Green Bay against Tennessee. I picked Green Bay this week. You didn't. Let's talk a little bit about that. I thought Green Bay, without Love, I feel like they looked good the week prior, and this week much of
Yeah,
the
they
same.
did.
What do you think? What do you
They
think? No Love
did.
lost. No Love lost this week.
I think it's time for Tennessee to get a new QB. That's what I think.
Yeah, that motherfucker. What's his name? Leave leave his
Levi, leave
leave
it.
his let's
Levi,
leave his
leave his
ass
ass at
home.
home. Exactly.
Yeah,
Leave his
leave
ass
his ass
home.
at home. I don't know what he
Because
got going on, but he needs to
this
go
is
home.
yeah, it's not looking good over there. It's
It's
not
not
looking
looking
good over
good.
there.
But hey, in other news, this is actually breaking news. Breaking news here. I didn't get a chance to talk to you about this AG. Did you hear about Brett Favre?
What happened with Brett Favre?
Brett Favre got diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Mm.
Scary moment for one of my favorite quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. Brett Favre got diagnosed with Parkinson's back in January. He kept it on the hush hush. Just came out about 6 hours ago. Prayers up to him and his family. I hope at some point with the science we have available today and with the advancements we're making in that area that we can find something for him to find treatment for him. And he was from in my opinion, I've never heard anything bad about him. From my understanding, he's a great human being and a good
What?
person. Brett Favre.
Didn't Brett Favre have a whole scandal?
About what?
Didn't wasn't Brett Favre wasn't Brett Favre had like Brett Favre had a scandal?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah, yeah. It's because you wasn't around, but there was a whole Brett Favre scandal. Had something to do
Chat,
with money, and I'm
chat.
pretty
If
I'm pretty
if
sure.
chat respectfully, because he has Parkinson's. Respectfully, if you find out if you find out anything about this Brett Favre
That's why I
scandal,
didn't want to.
please
That's why
post
I
it.
didn't want to talk. That's why I didn't want to talk
Please
about it. But
post it in the chat and let me know. Give me the updates so that I can be on point. But prayers up to Brett Favre and his family. Once again, breaking news: Brett Favre diagnosed with
man,
Parkinson's. Very scary moment. He was Watson before Watson. Greg. Yo. I can't, dog. I can't. Oh man. Oh man. How you don't know about the scandal? That shit was on every news channel. What is it then, Jeff? You're not telling me anything. You're not telling
you
me
wasn't
anything, Jeff.
you wasn't around. You wasn't around. That's not your fault. But yeah, it
Clearly,
was.
I wasn't around. He has Parkinson's. Give this man his respect. Leave him alone. Leave
That's
that
why I
man
said I wasn't
alone.
gonna talk about it. The
No, not
next.
you. Not you. I'm talking about everybody
Oh,
else, man. Everybody else. Leave that man
oh.
alone.
All right, all
Here's a
right.
fun.
This is next. Go to the next
Listen.
top. Go to the next
Listen.
game, bro.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here we go. The Giants. For all you sorry ass Giants fans out there, they got a W against the Cleveland sorry ass Browns.
My thing,
21-15.
my thing is, why are they winning games? Giants do this every year. They suck every year, but still win games, and then can't draft who they want to draft. Why are you winning games? Why? What's the point of winning? What's the point of winning a game?
Just lose out. Just lose out. Just lose out. Go get your pick and call it a day.
Because then
That's
they're gonna
it.
be mad. Because then they're gonna be mad at the end of the year with three wins, and they couldn't draft the QB that they wanted to draft, or they're gonna trade up, draft the QB, and he's gonna be a bust, and then they're gonna be mad again. So like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of winning games?
Hey, here's a hot take. Here's a hot take. Something's telling me that the Giants will beat the Cowboys tomorrow. McCarthy will be fired by week 7. Now, this
I
is
know.
something that AG and I talked
I know.
about at the top of our show about potentially Bill Belichick going to Dallas.
I think like I said, I read reports. I read reports that Jacksonville is a potential suitor. But I do think out of the three teams, like because Sirianni might not be there if the year ends bad, Sirianni might not be there, and I think out of those three teams, the best looking franchise for Belichick would be the Eagles because he would have the most there in Philly. Um, I'm just saying. I don't know if Sirianni's gonna get fired. I think it really depends on how the season ends. But out of Dallas and Jacksonville, I mean, Trevor Lawrence hasn't looked great, but is it Trevor Lawrence's fault? We don't know. I would take Trevor Lawrence over Dak, but I mean,
Yo, can you
let's see
just
what
read what
let's see what
can you
Belichick says.
yo AG, can you do me a favor and just read what Mikey just wrote?
Where did he write it?
He said
I
Favre
see.
was at them Diddy parties. Yo, Mikey, I'm gonna block you. Yo, have a good night. Yo, nah, I'm
Yeah,
playing, I'm
man.
playing, I'm playing, I'm
Next,
playing.
next,
I'm playing.
next,
I'm
next,
playing. Hey, but
next.
real quick before we move on, is it the Giants' luck or the Browns that bad?
The Browns are that bad.
The Browns are that bad. Yeah, I agree. I
The
agree with you on that one.
Deshaun Watson needs to be benched.
Yeah,
It's
the
that
Browns are
time.
bad. He needs to
It's
be
that
benched.
time.
We need to keep him away from our women as well. Moving on. Chicago at Indy. Chicago at Indy. Chicago got the loss. Chicago got the loss. But hey, Caleb threw a touchdown. He threw a touchdown, but they lost though. So maybe he needs to stop throwing touchdowns so they could win.
No, 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 no. We're not going with that take at all. At all. We're not going with that take. We're not going with that take. We're not
Yeah.
going with that take. Next.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're not really gonna talk about that game. That game is trash.
Yeah, next.
Here's a good one though. Here is a good one though. Carolina 36 against Vegas 22. Carolina got the dub this week. We all put them off. We both put them off. No, actually, you picked Carolina to
Well,
win
you're
last week.
bugging. You're bugging. You're
You picked
bugging.
Carol.
You're
Hey,
bugging.
hey.
I've had the biggest upset every week this week of the NFL season so far.
Here we go. Here we
I've
go.
had the biggest upset every week of the NFL so far. And I
Right.
did it again. And I did it again. And I did
He
it
picked
again.
Carolina off the strength that what's his name?
That Andy Dalton was gonna come in there and be serviceable.
The
I
red
told
that
you this.
the redheaded stepchild was gonna come through and he was gonna
I
get a
told
dub.
you.
And hey, respect to him. He got the dub. I picked Vegas, obviously, because anybody else picked Vegas. But he got the win on that one. He picked the winner, and then it is what it is. Moving on, Miami at Seattle. Well, we both picked Seattle. I mean, it's not even a question
Yeah,
about why. Um,
yeah,
I want to throw an
yeah.
underdog
I
parlay. Hey, Jeff, stay tuned. Stay tuned for our picks for
I
next week.
don't
Stay tuned.
I don't I
Who's
don't
your
I don't know
upside
what
this week, AG? I want to throw an
I
underdog parlay. Heard
I
that,
don't know
Jeff?
I don't know what I don't know what Miami's gonna do at QB. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know what
Yeah, I
they're gonna do
mean,
at QB.
they looked terrible. They looked terrible this week, AG. They looked
I
terrible.
mean, their QB that they picked up got hurt, so it's like
Yeah,
it's just I don't know what they're gonna do. I know Tua still isn't cleared. He's going to meet with neurologists this week.
yeah.
Um, I honestly don't feel like he should ever play again, but he's going to meet with neurologists this week and see what they say. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting in Miami with no QB. With no QB, do you take Tyreek?
We'll talk about that a little later.
Talk about that a little later.
Baltimore at Dallas. How about them fucking Ravens? Listen, now I was watching this game, and I was watching it very closely because Baltimore was leading virtually the whole game. And then for some godforsaken reason, Dallas started coming back late in the fourth quarter. And I was like, oh, here we go. Baltimore going down to 0-3. But what do you know? They hold them off, and that's it. They just held them off, and then that was it. It was a good showing.
Yeah,
It was a good
yeah,
showing. Your boy, the James Harden of the NFL, got his first dub. What do you think, AG?
I'm glad we running with that because that is the James Harden in the NFL.
Hey, we
Um,
got to run with. We got to run with, right,
uh,
boy?
the funniest part about being in New Orleans is we're all walking out of New Orleans. We're all walking out of the Superdome, and out of nowhere, Eagle fans and Saints fans come together and start chanting "Dallas sucks." It was hilarious. Out of nowhere, it was hilarious. But yeah, man. Dallas is really terrible this year. There's no other way to put it. But I will say it's not really all on Dak because Dak is still putting up numbers. He's only really had like one terrible game. He actually came up on a top five passing list this week.
All right, you're gonna make me.
That's
You're gonna
a,
make me look him up. Let me look him up. Let me look him up.
Nah, he's on the top five passing list this week. I'm just saying. Dak threw for 379 yards.
But he didn't get the
That's,
win.
I understand, but what I'm saying is, you know, we can't. Like, I don't know if we can blame their downfalls completely on Dak.
I want to blame it on the Dallas offensive line. He got sacked 3 times. He got
He
sacked
did.
3 times.
He did. He did. He
So we have
did.
to. At some point, we have to call a spade and say that the
But look,
Cowboys'
but
offensive
look,
line is vulnerable.
but Dak. Well, they let some people go. They had some injuries. But Dak didn't throw an interception this game. That's what I'm
He
saying. Like,
didn't. He
so
didn't. And
so
you're
you
right.
can't
You're right.
you
You're
can't
right.
you can't you can't blame it all on Dak. I think also their defense looked great week one. Of course, when I played them in fantasy, they'll have like 20 something points. But besides week one, they looked vulnerable. So
Yeah.
I think offensive line and defense hasn't shown up, and that's what's been the bread and butter for them. So yeah,
I agree. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I feel like they still snuck out with the win. I think the Cowboys made a vulnerable effort. They made a legitimate effort to try to come back in that game. So I was hats off to Dak for making that effort late in the game. They got an onside kick recovery. They scored a couple times. They tried to make the win. Baltimore just had too much, and that's just that. Here we go.
that
Detroit
boy,
at
that boy,
Arizona.
that boy, Derrick Henry was wilding.
He
Derrick
was.
Henry was wilding. He came up on the top five rushing list as
There
well.
he is. There goes my
That boy
dog.
was
Yo,
wilding.
Burner, what's good? Shout out to my man Burner making an appearance. I see you, boy. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, Derrick Henry violated. He violated, bro. He violated. So let's talk about a little Detroit, Arizona. You picked Detroit. I picked Erie. What do you want to talk about? I mean, it's not really to talk about Arizona.
Yeah.
It was a game that, whatever, bro. Who cares? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? But here, hey, in my opinion, here's the game of the week. Talk to me, y'all boys. Yo, Bernie, you already know. Talk to me. Talk to me. We're gonna talk to you. You already know what time it is. We talk to our chat. Anything our chat has to say, AG and GJ, we're gonna talk to y'all. We're gonna talk to y'all. Talk to us. We'll talk to you. You know what time it is, y'all boys. Come on now. Let's go. San Fran, game of the week, in my opinion. I think so. Shout out to my man Remy. We're not sleeping on Erie. We're not sleeping on Erie, but at the same time, it's like, damn. I picked Arizona to win last week. AG picked Detroit. I thought Arizona
I
was gonna win.
did.
I saw enough out of
I
Kyler Murray
did.
for my I
You saw
I
one
saw
game. You saw one game. He had one good game, and it was Arizona. Relax, calm down. I need to see.
Yeah, but
I
what
need to
did
see
you see out of
perspectively.
Detroit?
I'm just listen. It's just Detroit is gonna be Detroit. They're supposed to be the team in the NFC. That's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be the team in the NFC. Supposed to
Right.
be.
No. I mean, yeah, they're supposed to be. Supposed to be sounds good. But let's get back to the San Francisco LA Rams game.
That's how I feel
Um
Jefferson too. I'm not convinced on Arizona. Everybody, hey, they had one good game, and everybody, Kyler Murray, and all that. All right, relax, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down.
Hey, I respect everybody's take. I respect y'all opinions. At the end of the day, I like Arizona. I think they're one of those teams that you have to look out for. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. Moving on, like I was saying, in this game right here, this was a huge comeback win. At one point, San Francisco was up 21-7. 21-7. The LA Rams came storming back in the last two quarters to come out with the win. They started off 0-2, ended up getting the win today, pushing them to 1-2 against the banged up San Francisco 49ers team.
I mean, why you said it like that? Like the Rams are banged up too. Like that's why I wasn't excited for this game in general. It ended up being a good game, but I wasn't excited for this game. Both teams
No,
are
no, neither
missing.
was I. No, neither was I.
Both teams are missing basically everybody. So
No, no,
like,
no. I agree with you though, AG. I wasn't excited about this game either. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't. We
yeah,
both picked we
yeah.
both picked we both picked San Fran. None of us picked the Rams to win this game. But it ended up being one of the games of the week, with that being said, it was just like, yo, the comeback win, Matthew Stafford doing his thing. Like, I was surprised. I was surprised, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was.
Yo, you're absolutely right, Jace. Yo, the Madden curse hasn't happened in years, but it happened this year. You're completely right. You're completely right. But he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. But yeah. Next,
So yeah, I mean, if you want to, we don't really have to talk about this game because, in my opinion, the score does not talk about how the game went. Ayuk isn't informed yet. I agree, but he got money though, Berna. He got paid. He needs to be performing. He needs to be performing. You got that
he
money,
does.
perform.
He
Now here's the thing
does.
about that.
He
Now I want to say
does.
something about that. Normally, when any star player, whether in any sport, gets paid, they literally don't perform after they get
They
paid in any
usually, they
sport.
usually, they usually shit the bed right after they get paid.
Right. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, y'all just got that money. Y'all just got the bag. Show us why you got it. It's almost every sport. Baseball, basketball, football. Every time y'all get that bag, y'all forget about how y'all got that bag. It's wild for me. It's wild for me. I just don't understand that. But I agree with you. He isn't informed yet. We'll see. We'll see. Like I was saying about the Kansas City Atlanta game, I don't believe the score justifies the dominance that Kansas City performed in that game. Top two paid but 0-3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't like talking
T-Law
about Kansas. I don't like talking
T-Law
about
and
Kansas
Burrow.
City. I don't
I
like
know you
talking about
don't.
Kansas City because they clearly got the refs in their pocket. So it's just
Not in this game.
it,
Not in this game. Not in
nah,
this game. Not in this game. This game, the refs played. The refs actually
there was
called
a
a good
there was
game.
there was a, there was a questionable non-call in the end zone for the Falcons. Let's not let's be real.
There were
There was a
multiple
clear
questionable
there was
calls.
there was there was there
Multiple
was there was
questionable
there was
calls
there, there was
against the Chiefs. Falcons got robbed. What?
There was a clear pass interference in the end zone that did not get called once again. Like you're bugging right now. There was a
Yeah.
clear pass interference call that did not get called. Yo, at some point, it's like, why are we even watching the NFL?
Okay.
If the refs are just gonna give it to the Chiefs every time, why are we watching the NFL? Because when it comes down to it, and the playoffs and all that, the Chiefs are gonna get the calls at the end of the game, which they always do, and it's like it's not fair. Kai is getting more calls. The Chiefs are getting more calls, arguably, than the Patriots did with Tom Brady. Like seriously.
Yeah.
It's absurd. It's absurd at this point now. It's absurd. It's absurd. Like it's like it's too much. It's too much now. I don't even want to talk
I
about this
got
shit no more.
I got I
I don't even
got
want to talk about this
burners.
shit no more.
I got Burner saying refs want Chiefs to get a three-peat. I got Jeff saying, yeah, it's disgusting at this point. Chiefs always get bailed every game.
Every game. Every game. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more. Like, and see, and then people call me a hater, right? But like, I hate when shit like this happens. And this is why I don't like Patty Mahomes. Because
I'm not gonna
I didn't see him win. I didn't see him win without the refs. Like,
I'm
I
not
get
gonna
he's good. I get he's good. But the refs is always bailing the Chiefs out.
yeah.
Not a
I'm not
fan.
gonna I'm not gonna lie to you. Whatever defensive pass interference y'all are talking about, I missed it. I missed it.
You clearly did.
Jace
You
just said
clearly did.
Chiefs are straight up play crime time in the off season. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Next.
I mean, I mean, come on. You want to talk about your boy Josh? Your boy Josh Allen blew out the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday night, 47-10. It was a slaughterhouse. They scored what? They were up by 4 touchdowns in the first half, I believe. Something like that. Something along those lines. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. I can't really say much. I mean, AG has Josh Allen as a potential MVP. I say Josh Allen is in contention for a Super Bowl title this year. What can we expect for these guys? I mean, if they get past Kansas City, if somehow Kansas City figures out a way to lose, why not give it to Josh?
I, I I just don't think their defense is good enough to win a Super Bowl.
Ooh,
But well,
ooh,
let's see.
ooh. Burner said, "How y'all feel about Matt Jones to the Dolphins?"
I don't see that. I don't see that happening. Next.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Jeff. Josh Allen definitely winning MVP this year. The narrative that he did it without Diggs will win him the MVP. I mean, yeah, and I'm gonna say a hot take right now. I'm gonna say a hot take. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Josh Allen looked like prime Tom Brady on Monday. He looked like prime Tom Brady. Now I'm gonna say that with impunity.
I'm not a
I'm
Brady
gonna
fan,
say
so
that shit with impunity. Josh Allen looked like prime time Tom Brady on Monday. Why? Because he spread the ball around. He didn't look for one receiver. He threw it to 4 different receivers for 4 separate touchdowns. And they were up by 4 scores at the end of the first half. He looked like prime Tom Brady. He looked fantastic out there. I'm gonna
I
run
will
with that
say, I
all
will say,
day.
I will say, he's the what makes him look like a Brady or a Peyton is that he's not doing it with the big names receivers. He's not. And I don't care what nobody say. I was arguing with Jefferson earlier. Like they're talking about he has number one round one talent wide receivers. A lot of these receivers would not be round one talent in other draft classes, and that's just real. That's just real. None of them have a Jamar Chase name, a Justin Jefferson name. Like none of them have those type of names. Like none of them have those type of names. None
Now
of them
hold
have those
on.
type of
Now
names. None of
Burner
them have
makes a
those type of
point.
names.
Burner makes a point, but I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something to your point, Burner. But it's the Jags though. If he did it against the Ravens, then yeah. But the Jags were supposed to be competitors this year. They were supposed to run it in the AFC this year. I thought so. The NFL experts thought so. So we're gonna just put the Jags to the side like they're nobodies. Everybody thought the Jags were supposed to compete this year. I cannot sit here and say just because he played the Jags that it's not a good performance. It doesn't matter. This is the NFL.
It's
We're
four
playing in the
TDs.
National
It's four
Football
TDs.
League,
It's four
Berna. It's
TDs.
not only is
We're
it
not
four
doing that.
TDs, AG.
We're
Not
not
only
doing
is it
that.
four TDs,
We're
AG.
not
It's
doing
four
that.
TDs against with nobodies. Who the fuck was he throwing it to? Who? There were some people's names I didn't even fucking know. Come on, man. I love you, Berna.
Oh,
I love you, Berna. That's real.
uh,
Hey, what he said? He said the NFL experts thought the Jags would be good and they thought the Vikings would be trash. Hey, so what do they know? Hey, when you got a point, you got a point. Hey, when you got a point, you got a point. Hey,
that boy just yo.
hey, when
I
you got a
feel
point, you
like
got a point.
I feel I feel
Hey.
like
Hey, when you got a point, you got a point, man.
there was a point where I was taking Josh Allen on my first pick in fantasy. And that's just real. I feel like I need to go back to taking Josh Allen because that boy is just
Yeah, hey, he's good, man. He's good. How about we talk about that second Monday night game though? Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year. Rookie of the year, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think so.
um. This was the first game he actually threw touchdowns, so I just wanna pump the brakes a little bit. I still need to see more from him. I do like the fact that he has like that grit and he's gritty. But we did talk boomer bust last week, and I'm still not sold on Jaden. But I'm only not sold
I
on
have him as my
Jaden.
boom.
I'm only not sold on Jaden is because I feel like he's going to get hurt. He does not know how to protect himself. He does not know how to protect himself. He does not know how to
But
protect himself.
let me ask you a question. As of right now, is he the rookie of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's the rookie of the year at this point.
But that's because
Yeah.
he's a QB. That's because he's a QB. But if you want to, if we're just talking about numbers, Malik Neighbors is looking good out there. Malik Neighbors is looking good out there.
Come on, don't do that, AG. Come on,
And
man.
he got Daniel Jones throwing it to him. Come on. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not going to disrespect Malik Neighbors right now. We're not gonna disrespect Malik
But,
Neighbors right
but,
now.
but, but we're not going to sit here. We're not
We-
going to disrespect Jaden Daniels either. We're not going to do that either.
I'm not. But
You're talking about a potential injury. You're talking about a potential injury. Come on, we're not going to talk about potential injury when we're talking about the potential for rookie of the year. Yeah, Malik is great, Bernard. I understand that, but he's over here talking about potential injury. Oh, he's going to get hurt.
Jaden Daniels is not going to make it through the whole season. Not playing the way he's playing. He's not. I promise you that. I'll bet any money you want that Jaden Daniels does not make it through the end of the season without an injury.
Let me ask you a question. Can the Commanders win the NFC East?
No. 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 This is the first game he actually threw touchdowns. Their defense is terrible. They're not winning no NFC. Not with my boys in it. They're not winning no NFC East with my boys in it. You're bugging. Back it up.
My question wasn't will they win. My question wasn't will they win. My question was
can they win? And I said no. I answered your question. No.
So you don't think it's a possibility?
No. No.
I disagree.
No.
I disagree.
What? And this is why you're not an Eagle fan. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit ass take. Anybody that knows this man never knew this man to be an Eagles fan back in the day. And now all of a sudden he wants to be an Eagles fan and a Chargers fan. Fuck out of here, you bandwagger. An Eagle fan would never say that shit. Because they're not gonna win. They're not winning no NFC East.
Did I say they will? Did I say they will?
Pack it up.
Did I say they will, or did I say it's a possibility?
Pack it up. It's not a possibility.
It is a possibility.
It's not a possibility.
It is 100% a possibility.
It's not.
And can I give my take? You're going to yell over me. Can I give my take? Can I give my take, or am I allowed to talk? Thank you. Okay. I mean, let's just look at who they're playing. Fuck you, AJ. Listen. Let's just look at who they're playing. I mean, we're playing the NFC South. We're playing a very weak division. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers looked vulnerable last week. Let's not put that to the side. New Orleans is the only team in that South that's going to give us competition. Fuck the Carolina Panthers. Okay, let's not even talk about them. All right, let's not even talk about who else is out there in the NFC South. Who is it? NFC is it Panthers, Bucks, Saints, and then the last one is the Falcons. Yeah, they're vulnerable too. Okay. Dude, I think it's a strong possibility, a very strong possibility that it is possible for the Washington Commanders to win the East. It's a possibility. You already said it yourself. Jalen Hurts, you're not sold on him. You're not sold on our coach. You're not sold on the Eagles' offensive line. You're not sold on the offensive line.
I never said anything about the Eagles' offensive line. You're bugging. We got one of the best offensive lines in the game. I never said that. Now you're saying shit that I never said before. You're bugging. And I have faith in my team. I have faith in my team. They're not winning no NFC East.
I never said that they will not win. I believe wholeheartedly that the Eagles will win the NFC East. I believe that. But it is ignorant.
You don't believe it.
For you to say that the Commanders don't have a chance after 3 weeks and seeing what they're doing.
You don't believe it because they don't have a chance. You don't believe it.
Okay, let's stop. Let's stop right there. No, let's put money up. Let's put money up.
What you want to put up?
I'm about to tell you right now. You want to listen?
What you want to put up?
Let's listen. Yeah, y'all hear it, right? Y'all listening? Listen to this. I put money up right now after week 8. Let's see. I'm going to say this right now. Week 8. Wait, what is this? Week 3? No, after week 9. I say the Commanders are either tied or better than the Eagles after week 9? I'm putting money up. I want 100 on the table. Put it on wood. I want 100 on wood. After week 9, I'd say the Commanders are either tied or better than the Eagles. Put it on wood. 100. I want it.
I got 100.
100. All right, y'all heard it. Yeah, that's a bold statement. Yeah, Burner. Yeah. But I'm down. I'm down because he's talking crazy. Because he's talking crazy.
We about to get all our boys back. Y'all wild gas off of one win. Y'all wild guys, calm down. I'm going to take this 100 easily, Jefferson. We about to get all our boys back after the bye, and we're going to go on a tear after the bye. You're bugging.
Week 9, 100 on the table. That's a bet.
100.
That's a bet.
100.
All right.
Yo,
all right.
This man calls himself an Eagles fan, and he's betting against the Eagles. That's why you're not an Eagles fan. You're dirt, and you're a bandwagon. You're dirt.
I'm not betting against the Eagles. I'm betting against you because you talk a lot of shit.
No, you're betting against the Eagles. You bandwagon. Fuck out of my face with this bullshit. Next.
All right, you ready? Hey, but on the other side of things though, AG, is it panic time in Cincy?
It's panic time in Cincy.
I think so too.
It's panic time in Cincy.
I think so too. Like even Burrow didn't have a bad game.
And I'm gonna tell you why they're losing. I'm gonna tell you why they're losing.
Talk to me.
Because they decided not to pay Joe Mixon. That is why they're losing. That running game was a big part of their offense. And that is why they're losing games.
Yeah.
They don't have the same running game.
Yeah. It's not panic time just yet. It's not panic time. Oh, thank you, Jace. He is an Eagle fan, just saying his take on what can happen. Absolutely panic time. They in must-win mode the next 4 weeks to stay alive. Yeah. Panic time for sure. Panic time for sure. And you know why I say it's panic time? It's because Joe Burrow had a good game. He threw 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 29 for 38 for 324 yards. Jamar Chase had 2 of those touchdowns, and the Commanders still found a way to win. That's wild to me, dude. That's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
The running game is the biggest difference of the Bengals this year. They should have paid Joe Mixon. This is what happens when you don't pay who you're supposed to pay, and then they go to the other team and they kill.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I would be lying if I didn't say Mixon wasn't a key piece, but yeah, he was a key piece. But but their defense though. But let's talk about the defense though. The Bengals defense are fucking terrible.
But the Bengals defense has always been terrible.
So we're just gonna run on offense. So we're just gonna run on offense and just say fuck the offense.
That's what they win games off of offense. Their defense has always been terrible. They never had corners. They never had corners. Their defensive line has always been sus. Their defense has always been terrible. They bank on their offense. They always bank on their offense.
No. I'm not fighting with you on that. No, I agree with you on that. The defense hasn't been the best ever, but I'm saying we just can't bank on a defense when we're talking about trying to be in competition for the playoffs and for a Super Bowl and stuff like that. But let's go fantasy winners and losers. Let's start with let's go with winners. Winners this week. Me and AG, we talked about it. The winners this week. Chat, tell us your winners. Tell us your losers, what y'all think. All right, so our fantasy winners from me and AG, we got Malik Neighbors, we got Saquon Barkley, Josh Allen having a great week. The Vikings defense showing up and showing out. Brandon Aubrey, Dallas Goedert made an appearance this week. Shout out to the tight end for the Eagles. Jaden Daniels throwing a couple touchdowns. Scary Terry, AG's man, doing his thing. We got Juwan Jennings also having a good week this week. That's our fantasy winners for week 3. What do you got to say, AG?
Yes, that's we picked these winners out. Like I said, also honorable mention Bucky Irvin. The numbers didn't pop out, but he did have a 70-yard game. And the Buccaneers are saying that Bucky will get more touches. Oh, he was supposed to say Jawan Jennings. I don't know why he didn't say Jawan
I
Jennings.
did. I did say Juwan
Oh,
Jennings.
oh,
He's
okay,
on
okay,
there.
okay, okay, okay.
He's on there. He's on there.
But yeah, Bucky is a huge win for me as well. For anybody that has Bucky, be on the lookout for Bucky Irvin to take over a bigger role and to start dogging for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. And let's go losers. Losers for this week. We're gonna go. Here we go. Mark Andrews still hasn't shown up. I don't know where he is. Uh, Ramondre Stevenson. What's going on? What's he going? What's he got going on?
I,
James Conner.
I'm
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. I mean, they were doing it back to back weeks. I mean, it was bound for them to have an off game. It was bound for it to happen. That was a Vegas trap. It was a Vegas trap. It was a Vegas trap. It
Yeah.
was a Vegas trap.
James Conner, abysmal this week. Anthony Richardson, you thought he was a loser this week. I can't help but to agree with you. Sam Laporta, terrible week. Josh Jacobs, where are
But
you?
he also got hurt. He also got hurt.
But still, a lot of people have him as a one, as a WR1. Then we got Josh Jacobs, tight end one. Josh Jacobs, obviously not a good week. Tyreek Hill, I mean, we kind of expected that. CeeDee Lamb didn't have a great week, even though Dak Prescott had a good week. CJ Stroud, your pick for MVP at the beginning of the season. Jalen Hurts, obviously we talked about that a little bit. Derek Carr against the Eagles defense, and then Alvin Kamara as well. All fantasy losers this week. All fantasy losers this week.
I do want to say that Jalen Hurts' numbers would be better if he didn't have those turnovers. If
Yeah,
he
I mean,
didn't
of
have
course.
those turnovers,
Of course.
those turnovers really hurt because he did throw for 311 yards.
Yeah, but the
did-
turnovers hurt.
The turnovers hurt him, and then he didn't have a touchdown, but that was because
And yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Saquon had the touchdowns.
I was gonna say that, but he didn't have a touchdown. And then here we go. It says, what you guys think about fantasy trades I did last night? I traded CMC, Mike Evans, and Brock Bowers for Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, and J.K. Dobbins. What are your thoughts? Talk to me, AG.
I mean, I'm in that league, and I liked it for Jefferson. I actually just made a trade in another league. I think it was a good trade for both parties. I think it's a big risk. I think it was a big risk for Jefferson.
Yeah, even Berner said
I think it
veto
was a
that
big-
trade, Jeff. That's wild. Yeah. I mean, I don't know because JK, I think, hey, that being said, I think JK Dobbins is about to show out. I think J.K. Dobbins is about to show. That Tyreek Hill though.
My thing is, look, and I said this week one, I don't have J.K. Dobbins lasting the whole season. Like, I don't have him lasting the whole season.
Yeah, you did say that.
Chargers running backs never last a full season because they run them to the ground. So, and J.K. Dobbins is already a injury prone player. So I don't have J.K. Dobbins like lasting the whole season, so it's a real risk. Tyreek Hill is a risk because of the QB situation, but I think Tyreek is gonna get his numbers regardless. But Brock Bowers is a dog right now, so it's a. I I think it was a risk that he needed to take looking at his team. If you saw his full team and his record, I think it was a good risk. I told him from the beginning of the year. I also have CMC in another league. I said we need to sell on CMC. And like I just don't want that headache. I told him we shouldn't take that headache. He was like, no, I'm gonna wait it out. And now he made the trade. So I think it was good for him in a win now moment. Will it be better long term? That the jury's still out on that. The jury's
Are they
still out on
saying?
that.
Are they officially saying CMC is done for the year?
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah.
He's pumping it right now to make it seem better. He's pumping it.
Yeah, that's
He's
wild.
pumping it.
I was gonna say
He's pumping it crazy.
AG has his
pumping it
injury
crazy.
reports. I would have heard that.
He's pumping it crazy right now.
Yeah. But hey, can I say this? Yeah, and Berna did say JK another loser in fantasy this week. I agree, but I think this week against Kansas City, and I'm gonna tell you my prediction for this week. Stay tuned. I think J.K. Dobbins has a good week this week. I think he does.
Yeah, I think he should have a bounce back game. I think he should have a bounce back game.
You ready for do's and don'ts this week? You ready?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do our do's and don'ts.
What do you want to do? Don'ts or do's first?
It doesn't matter.
Let's start off with our don'ts. Let's do don'ts.
All right, all right.
What do you got? So we got here for our fantasy don'ts. Sit him. Sit him. Anthony Richardson. Sit Sam Dar. Sit him. Sit Sammy Dar. Sit Bo Nix.
I only say now when we were going over this list, I only said sit Sam Darn only if you have another QB, a serviceable QB. Sam Darnold is dealing with an injury. He's going to play, but he's dealing with an injury. So that's the main reason why I said sit Sam Darnold. But if you don't have another QB on your team, don't force it and go pick up somebody on the waiver, because I'm pretty sure there is, at this point of the season, there isn't somebody that's going to be better than Sam Darnold on the waiver, unless Andy Dalton is there. I'm just saying. But yeah, continue.
I like that though. It's the revenge game. I like that. Okay. It's the revenge game.
It
Okay.
is. It is. It is.
Okay. I like that. And then we got who else we got for the sit? We got sit Bo Nix. I don't like Bo Nix against that New York that Jets defense either. Sit Bo Nix. Sit Aaron Rodgers as well. That was a questionable decision. That was on AG. You want to touch on that a little bit, AG?
I just like I said, he had a good game last week. I still wasn't convinced. Denver's defense is decent. I think certain keeps Garrett Wilson on lock, or if he plays on Lazard, I think whoever he plays on, he's gonna keep them on lock. Brees Hall will have to step up. I think it's gonna be a Brees Hall game versus an Aaron Rodgers game.
I
But
like
once
that. I
again,
like that take. I like that.
this is another. If you don't have another QB, then of course go with Aaron Rodgers. But if you're a team that has two QBs, I would bench Aaron Rodgers this week.
Oh man, I messed that up big time.
Damn,
So
Aaron or Sam, those are my two QBs. Ooh,
hold on, I gotta
oh,
fix this real quick. There we go.
I honestly would.
I think I messed that up.
I would see what his injury is looking like on Saturday. If it's looking good, then I would go Sam over Aaron this week. Like I said, I think this is gonna be a Brees Hall game this week.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. So let's move on to the do's. The fantasy stardoms. You ready, guys? Fantasy stardoms for your week 4 matchups. Fantasy stardoms. Hey, we're gonna start off with Dak Prescott. And CeeDee Lamb. That's AG's picks for fantasy stardoms. He also picked Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze.
CeeDee Lamb always cooks the Giants. This is gonna be CeeDee Lamb's breakout game of the year. CeeDee will cook the Giants tomorrow. I promise y'all that. I don't know what his over under is for yards and receptions, but you take the over because CeeDee's gonna cook the Giants tomorrow. That's a
Now,
guarantee.
now I'm gonna go ahead and say,
And real quick, the Giants are down their 2 starting cornerbacks. Let's keep that in mind too.
yeah. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say start Justin Fields. I say start Justin Fields for the Pittsburgh. Why not? Why not start Justin Fields? They're literally playing Indianapolis. They aren't great on defense. I say start Justin Fields. And hey, here it is. I say start Garrett Wilson. Get him started. He's ready. Get him going.
See I don't agree with you on that, and that's because I don't know who Patrick Surtain is guarding. If he's guarding Garrett Wilson will get nothing. So look out for that. Look to see who Surtain is lining up with. If he's lining up with him, it's not happening. Sorry.
Now the two people that I messed up and I put them in the domes by accident is Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Start them against Carolina's defense. Definitely start them against Carolina's defense. They will get going. Don't take that 0-3 record. Do not take that 0-3 record as a potential for them to have a bad game. They will have a good game against that Carolina defense. They will. All right. Now moving on. Now last week AG and I made our predictions. AG and I both had a subpar week, I'd say. I say we had a subpar week. Last week we had a what was it? An 8-8 week last week.
A and eight.
Last week, out of the 16 games, both AG and I both won 8-8. We did have different picks over the course of the week, but when it all came down to it, we both went 8-8. So here we go. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready for our predictions for this week? Are you ready? Are you ready for the week 4 predictions?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Here we go. Let's get through it quick. Starting with tomorrow, let's go. Thursday night, 8:15 on Prime Video. Dallas at the Giants. They're giving the Giants 6 points. The over and under, 44.5. Who you got, AG?
I'm going Dallas.
I'm going Dallas.
CeeDee Lamb is going to cook those boys. I'm telling you right now. I'm going Dallas.
Yeah, I honestly don't see I don't see the Giants getting the win here, especially after the big loss that the Dallas Cowboys had against the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to go Dallas as well. We are both picking Dallas on this pick.
Oh, I thought you were going to pick the Giants.
Why the hell would I pick the Giants, AG?
I thought you was.
I have issues. I'm not stupid. All right, here we go. Here we go, man. Philly at Tampa Bay. Who you got, AG?
I'm going Philly. We're banged up, but I think we're gonna get the job done.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy. I think it's gonna be a closer game than we both expect.
I didn't say it was gonna be a easy game. Philly is banged up, but they're without AJ Brown. They're without Smitty. They lost Britton Covey. Who was stepping up since AJ Brown's been out. Yeah, I didn't say it was gonna be easy, but I'm gonna
go Philly as well. I'm gonna go with Philly, just off the strength of they're playing Tampa Bay, and who knows what to suspect out of the Buccaneers. Here's a good one. For some reason, Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, they're giving the Denver Broncos 7.5. They're giving the Denver Broncos 8 points. That's crazy.
Denver versus who? Well, I didn't hear what you said.
Against the Jets. I mean, they're in New Jersey in the Meadowlands. The over under is 38.5. Who you got, AG?
I'm gonna take the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, we're both picking the same teams. It's pissing me off. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Jets as well. I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. I think they're gonna blow them out. Honestly, I got the Jets by 20. Moving on.
Nah, you're wilding right now. Nah. We're not doing that.
I can't joke around. I can't just joke around. I can't have a good time. Leave me alone.
All right, next.
Anyway, Minnesota at Green Bay. Minnesota 3-0. Green Bay. Will they have Love back? That's a question. Love might be back for this game. What do you think?
Love did practice this week. He is still practicing. He practiced with a wrap around his knee.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
That's crazy. I'm gonna play devil's advocate just because you picked Green Bay, because I was gonna pick Green Bay.
You're gonna pick Green Bay?
I was gonna pick Green Bay, but I'm gonna go Minnesota. I'm gonna say Sammy Dar with the mono and all. He will go out there and get the win.
If you want Green Bay, I'll take Minnesota. I thought you was going to take Minnesota, which is why I took Green Bay.
Nah, don't worry about it. I got Minnesota. Don't you worry about it, Papa. I got you. Don't you worry about it. I feel like we was
picking the same picks too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, Jeff. He said Jets definitely blowing out Denver. Bo Nick's gonna look shaky versus that Jets defense. Aaron Jones revenge game. Okay. All right. I like it. So he likes Green Bay too. Bernard likes Green Bay. All right.
No, he likes Minnesota.
Minnesota. Excuse me. He likes Minnesota. So there we go. Who we got? Who's next? Who is next? Oh, here we go. Game of the week, I think. Divisional game. Damn, this is a good one. Sheesh. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and pick for you. I don't know why they're giving the Saints 2 points. I think this is my lock of the week. New Orleans. New Orleans is my lock of the week. Take it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. New Orleans, lock of the week.
I got Atlanta in this game. Uh, I feel like Atlanta played. I feel like Atlanta played very well against the Chiefs, who was an undefeated team. Atlanta played very well against the Eagles. I got Atlanta this game. Sorry, I got Atlanta this
Okay.
game.
I think New Orleans bounced back, but you picked Atlanta.
I mean,
Cincinnati, I don't think this is a question.
Atlanta's bouncing back too. What are you talking about right now? It's a bounce back game for Atlanta.
I'm picking Cincy here. Who you picking?
Cincy versus who?
Cincy versus Carolina.
Um. Oh boy. Um. We gonna go Andy Doyle one more time. Fuck it.
Wow. Wow, 2 weeks in a row with Carolina from AG. Okay. I don't see Cincinnati going 0-4. I just don't see it.
I don't either. I mean, I'm playing a little. I'm playing a little devil advocate here. Like, I don't see them going 0-4. But if it happens, it's gonna be a bonfire over there in Cincy. So I'm gonna go Andy. I'm gonna go Andy.
You're going to go the redheaded stepchild. Heard that. Heard that. Here we go. Jacksonville at Houston. They're giving Jacksonville 7 points. I think that's wild. They're going to give Jacksonville 7 to start the game. Okay, the over-under's 40. The over-under's 45.5. Who you got?
I got Houston clear.
Yeah, same. I got Houston as well. I don't think it's even going to be close. Here we go. And we've been giving this team
I got Houston clear, and after that loss, Doug Peterson, it's gonna be more of a talk of Doug Peterson getting fired. Like, he
But do
might
you
not
really
make it the
think
full
Bill
season.
Belichick's going to go to Jacksonville?
I don't think so. I don't think not mid season. But I do think Doug Peterson could get fired mid season.
You know what? I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm switching my pick. I'm going Jacksonville, baby. Jacksonville. Money line. Write it down. I'm with you, Berna. I'm with you. Let's go, Jacksonville. Shout out to Duval County.
It's not
Let's go.
happening. Okay.
Moving on. Here it is. It's the game. Pittsburgh at Indy. Who you got, AG? They're giving Indy 2 points. Over unders 40.5. I would go with the under in that game. Yeah,
I got Pittsburgh. I got Anthony Richardson throwing two interceptions. Yeah, I got Pittsburgh.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been going against the grain, man. I gotta go with you, Papa. I got Pitt. Let's go, Pittsburgh. There we go. Steelers all day. There we go. Let's do it. All right, I got Pitt too, man. I'm gonna stay with you on that one. All right. And now I've been saying that Sean McVay's on the hot seat. I still think he's on the hot seat even after that comeback win. They're playing the number 1 pick, Caleb Williams, at home in Chicago. They're giving the Rams 3 points, 2.5, over under 40.5. I think the over is gonna hit. Who you got, AG?
You take your take first.
All right. So I've been saying that Sean McVay is on the hot seat. Now, I'm going to say, even though they played the banged up 49ers, just like Aaron alluded to, the Rams are banged up themselves. Now, they're playing a Chicago defense that is very good. Obviously, they are the favorites in the game playing against the Rams. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. That being said, I think Matthew Stafford showed a lot of resilience last week, and I believe that he's going to show up this week against the Bears in Chicago and do what he has to do. I don't think it's going to be close. I think Matthew Stafford wins by at least 2 possessions. I got the Rams.
Like I said, my dudes for this week was Caleb Williams, was Romeo Dunzier. I'm going to take Chicago in this game. That Rams defense is terrible. And I think Caleb Williams might actually look good for once.
Yeah, Berna got the Rams. Okay, let's go. You like Chicago? Respect. I like it. What we doing next? Okay, here we go. We got the potential rookie of the year playing against your boy Kyler Murray. Who you got, AG? They're giving Washington 3 points. The over-under is 50.5. That's a lot of points. I don't think it's going to go. I think it's going to go under that 50.5. That's crazy.
No, I like the over on that.
You like the
I
over?
like the over on. Yeah, I like the over on that.
I think. Okay.
I'm. No, I think Kyler and Marvin Harrison cooks up this week against that defense. I'm gonna go Arizona.
I'm with you on that. I like Arizona this week. I think they bring our boy Jaden Daniels back down to earth, and I like. Jefferson agrees that it's going to be a shootout. I don't know. 50 points is a
Yeah,
lot of points.
yeah.
And here's my thing. The reason why I say that is because if Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison are going to show up and show out against the Commanders, I don't think the Commanders put up that many points. I think it's all Arizona. So I think that 50.5 goes under. My
Nah,
opinion.
nah, nah.
I think so. I think so. I still pick Arizona though. I mean, it's not a lock. I wouldn't consider it a lock, but it's just my opinion. I wouldn't put my money on it. My
Okay,
opinion is they go under. My opinion.
okay.
Um. Here we go. New England at San Fran. They're giving New England 10 points. That's wild. That's disrespectful as fuck. The over under is only
I
39.5.
I think because they're banking on the defense, and that run game, which is what I'm banking on. I'm gonna go New England.
You're gonna go New England?
Yeah, I think
What?
I think Stevenson has a bounce back game. I think Christian Gonzalez only has to guard Jawan Jennings. Like it's I think they should win this game.
Wow, I'm going San Fran. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. That's crazy. You just picked New England? Pats plus 10. Yeah, I'll take the Pats plus, but I got San Fran. I got San Fran. I got San Fran, man. No, 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 no. We're not gonna do that this week.
I got New England.
All right, respect for you.
Ooh,
They're
with
playing
our
they're playing in Santa Monica now.
with our picks, it should not be tied this week.
Nah, nah. We have different picks this week, so it shouldn't be tied. You're right.
It shouldn't be tied this week. Shouldn't be tied this week.
Cleveland at Vegas. This is the last week before they have buys because I think week 5 they start the buys. So this is the last week before buys.
I'm gonna take Vegas.
You got Vegas. Yeah, I got Vegas too. Watch Cleveland show up and win for some reason. I got Vegas.
I mean,
They're
I
only giving
mean, I
Cleveland a
mean,
point. I
I
think it
mean,
goes over that.
they're both shitty.
I think Vegas gets 37 by themselves. My opinion.
No,
My opinion.
I don't think so. I
Here
don't
we
think
go.
so.
Kansas City at the Chargers. Who you got?
Kansas City clear.
Mm-hmm.
You're going Chargers,
Yeah, I'm
right?
going Chargers.
You're a Charger fan.
No, it's not even because I'm a Chargers fan. So I got the Chargers to hand the Kansas City Chiefs their first loss. I think Justin Herbert comes out of the hole that he's been in for the last couple weeks. I believe that J.K. Dobbins comes out of his shell and shows everyone why he's a dominant running back in our league. I think the Chargers come out and win. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Chargers win this game. Divisional game. I believe the Chargers win. I believe Jim Harbaugh gets a huge win that he needs against the Chiefs. I'm going Chargers in this game. I'm going Chargers. This is an upset. This is an upset. I'm going with it.
Miles is actually on my injury report this week. He did not practice all week. He's dealing with an injury. He's dealing with a foot injury. He did not practice all week, so he's questionable for the game.
And that's a reason. And you know what? Hurt that. Good shit, AG. And that's a reason why I'm picking the Chargers as well. That's a Vegas trap. It's a trap. Chargers money line. And it's plus 350. Catch it while you can. It's plus 350. Catch that game while you can.
Yeah, facts. Chargers versus the refs.
Yo, catch it while you can. Catch it. Yeah, Jeff, shut up. We'll talk later. I'll call you.
Yeah, I do. We do have to bring my boy Jefferson on our podcast.
Nah,
one
we
day
do.
because
Because he has good takes.
My boy Jefferson really be hitting on the bets. My
And
boy
Burner do
Jefferson,
too. And my boy
my
Burner
boy,
do too. So I gotta bring
my,
Burner in myself.
is yeah.
I got I gotta bring Burner in too. One of these days we're gonna do the same thing. Here we go, Sunday night game, and this is Jeff's game of the week. Buffalo at Baltimore. Who you got, AG?
I got Josh Allen showing why he's Josh Allen. Y'all all said. I think somebody specifically said, "Oh, but Josh Allen isn't playing Baltimore's defense." Oh, okay, all right,
So who you got?
all right.
Who you
I
got? I didn't
just
hear you.
said
I
I
didn't
got
hear you.
Josh Allen being Josh Allen.
I got Baltimore. I got the James Harden of the NFL.
Okay,
I got the
it's looking like I'm gonna have the winning week this week.
We're gonna have to wait and find out. I got the James Harden of the NFL coming out with the win this week. The reason why I say that is Baltimore. They're at home, dude. They're at home. They're at home. And I like that take, Burner. This is the game when he's gonna need Diggs. Yeah, yeah. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see against that Baltimore defense what he needs and what he doesn't need. But I like Baltimore at home. They're giving the Bills 2.5 points. What does Vegas know that we don't? They got to know something.
That Josh Allen about to be Josh Allen now, but it's a trap. But I still got Josh Allen winning. I got Josh Allen winning.
Here we go. Tennessee at Miami. Ah, fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't even know. I
fuck.
don't even know, man. I'm gonna take
It's a
Miami at
ter-
home. I'm gonna take
it's a
Miami at home.
terrible. It's a terrible game.
I'm gonna take Miami at home, brother.
I don't even know who's their QB this week.
I
Oh
don't
the
care.
fuck.
Tennessee, who they got? Leave his ass home? Yeah. Yeah. Leave his ass in Tennessee. I got Miami. Money line. With the over.
Hmm. I'll just be devil's advocate and I'll take the Titans.
And they say it's a Dolphins if Huntley starts. I like the Dolphins either way. I like the
Oh,
Dolphins
they
either way.
they're starting Huntley? Oh no.
He
I didn't
said
change my pick
if.
then.
He said if.
Oh.
If. He doesn't know. Second Monday night game, Seattle at Detroit. Who you got? Oh,
Ooh. I got Detroit handing them their first L.
I got Seattle. The reason why I got Seattle is I think that Tyler Lockett, I have him on my fantasy team. I think he's gonna have a breakout game this game. It's a Monday night game. It's prime time. It's everybody's gonna be watching around the country. I got Seattle. I got Seattle this game, butter. I got Seattle.
Like I said, this is the type of games that Detroit Lions are supposed to win to prove that they're a top contender in the NFC. I got them handing them that first L.
You heard that? Heard that? Respectfully. Respectfully. Gino coming into reality. Lions winning that game. They wearing their new
Yo,
all black unis.
that all black uniform is fire though. I'm not gonna lie, the all black
What
uniform is fire.
respectfully, and Aaron, you might know where I'm going with this. Respectfully, what the fuck does it matter what uniforms they wear?
Yo, sometimes they do. The Eagles don't lose in all black. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just
You think that
saying.
matters? You think
I'm
that
just
matters?
saying.
You think
It
it matters?
it it, it does matter sometimes.
I say it
All right.
respectfully, with respect.
What what's next?
We got some WNBA playoffs, man. WNBA
Wait. Hold on.
playoffs.
Time out. Hold on. I
Oh,
didn't even
here
do
what
that.
yeah, my bad. My bad.
I didn't even. It's a short list this week. It's not crazy. The injury report real fast. Darius Slayton was limited in practice. Is looking like he will play. Though. Adam Thielen did get placed on IR. Um, Eckler is out for Washington. That was another reason why I didn't take Washington. Eckler is in concussion protocol. He did not travel with the team. Uh, Najee Harris is expected to play, but he is dealing with an arm injury. He's saying that he's been walking around in the locker room with a sling, but they're saying he's fine. But I feel like that contradicts itself if he's walking around in a sling. Um, and Jalen Warren is out. He's been ruled out, so it is all on Najee Harris for that game. Debo is still out. We know that. Purdy, he's dealing with some back soreness. He was day to day, but
AG,
he's gonna
AG,
play.
quickly, can you confirm Eckler out?
Eckler is out. He didn't even travel with the team. Eckler is out. Eckler is out.
Heard
Eckler is
that,
out.
Berna?
Eckler's out.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, Trey McBride is still in concussion protocol. I didn't take that in consideration when I chose the Cardinals. Clip is still out. AJ Brown is still out. Schmitty is doubtful. I don't. He's probably not going to play. It's looking like he's not going to play. Like I said, Sam Darnold did come up on the injury report with the knee, but they were saying he was going to play. Justin Herbert also has been day to day. Um, he got hurt, but they said the X-rays look clean, and he's probably gonna play. Tim Laporter, he's day to day. He has a high ankle sprain. I don't know, I didn't take that into consideration for the Lions either. Joe Mixon, Tank Dell, and Damian Pierce still is not practicing. But I think Joe Mixon will play. And like I said, Giants, they're without their two starting corners, which is why I got CD having a big game. Jordan Love did practice today. He had a wrap around his knee, but Jordan Love did practice today. Keenan Allen, he's returning. He's finally suiting up. His first game back. I don't know if you should start him his first game back, but he is suiting up. Yeah, that's what I have for this week.
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron, for your interview report. I appreciate you, my brother. So here we go. WNBA playoffs. Hey, real quick, chat. I want to get the Q&As from the chat. Let me get those Q&As from the chat. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit us up. We ready to answer them. Hit us up now before we end the show. Let's talk a little WNBA playoffs. What you got, AG? I mean, want me to start this off?
Damn.
Yo, stop saying that. Hold up. Yo, Jeff, stop saying that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that, Jeff.
I don't. CMC's on IR, so I'm not gonna. I already reported that last week that he's on IR, so I'm not gonna report this week that he's still on IR.
He keeps saying he's out for the season.
No, he's not.
Stop saying that, Jeff.
Yeah, he's trying to make his trade look better.
Jeff, stop. Jeff, stop. We love you, bro. We love you, bro. We feel for you, my nigga. We feel for you. You fucked up. That's it.
He's trying to make his trade look better.
That's it, dog. That's it. You fucked up. Hey, here we go. Bruno got a question. If Russell Wilson is still on the bench by week 6, is he traded to the Dolphins? Can I answer this one, AG? Can I answer this one? I don't think so. I don't think so, just for the simple fact that we don't know what Justin Fields is gonna bring near playoff time. We don't know if we want the experience or not.
Miami has also been clear and said they're not going to trade for a short-term QB. They feel like Tua is coming back, so I doubt they would take on a contract like Russell Wilson's. They're gonna just keep on picking up from who's out there. So they literally said they're not going to trade for a short-term QB. They literally said it yesterday.
And then on top of that, like, do you want to do that and then make a run for the playoffs, or do you want to stop your season and just roll with the punches and then just try to get somebody out of the draft? It's a lot of things you have to think about moving forward in this season, knowing that your number one QB is out. He's potentially out for the rest of his career. And just like me and HE both agree with, we don't think that Tua should come back. Not because we don't think he's a good quarterback, just because we are worried about his health.
I actually don't think he's a good quarterback, but
yeah, well,
okay.
I think he's decent. But I'm just worried about his health, in my opinion. That's just what I think. But good question though, Berna. Good question. Let's talk WNBA playoffs.
Real quick. I know one of the games is on right now. I don't know what the score is.
Yeah, the Fever. I'll tell you the score. I'll tell you the score right now.
No, before you tell me the score, I did have the Fever tying the series up. I don't know what the score is right now.
All right, so the Fever are down by only 5. The Fever are down by 5 right now against the Sun with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That's a live update. That's a live update from Who Knows Best. Who knows what's going to happen in that game? I'd like the Fever to try to tie up that game as well, tie up that series as well. Last night, the Liberty went up 2-0 against the Dream. The Aces went up 2-0 against the Storm. That was a good game if you got a chance to watch the end of that game. And
Yeah,
the series.
the Aces are balling. I just want to point out that everybody talks about Aja, but Aja didn't even have the most points on the Aces yesterday. Kelsey Plum had 29 points to match Aja's 24 points. They're looking scary. They're looking scary.
Yeah,
They scary.
we talk about last night.
Yeah,
Last night, Asha had 24.
that's what I said. I said Aja had 24 and
What did
Plum
Kelsey
had
have?
29.
Oh, did she?
29.
Kelsey had 29 last night? Okay.
Yes.
Damn, Plum. And,
Yes.
and in my opinion, she the finest. But anyway, that's just what I think. But don't knock Asha. She did get 13 rebounds to go along with that 24. She is the MVP unanimously for the WNBA year. Much respect to her. Obviously, we already know Caitlin Clark will be the Rookie of the Year this year. Berna got New York Liberty winning everything.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good year for New York sports in general. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna. I think New York has a chance. I think if the Fever win tonight, that might be interesting. Something interesting to talk about. That might be something interesting to talk about if the Fever end up trying to win tonight. They're still down by 5. I'm assuming there was a timeout. Keeping you guys updated live here on Who Knows Best. Yeah, we do have the Mercury against the Lynx tonight. The Lynx are up 1-0 against the Mercury. Mercury aren't really a good team. The Lynx have been one of the best teams all year. I don't see the Lynx giving them any competition in this round.
No.
Jeff is delusional. Yeah, he's delusional. He has issues. The
Somebody go check on that boy.
Yankees maybe, but Jeff, go to sleep. We'll talk later, okay, Papa? We'll talk later.
Well, with that being said, NBA, right? That being said, NBA.
Yeah.
NBA season is starting next week. So we will start talking more about NBA, but real quick, just before we end the show, Jeff, who do you have coming out the East? Who do you have coming out the West
For the NBA?
for the NBA?
Oh, man. Man, I hate to fucking agree with Jeff right now. I don't think anybody's scared of Boston. Now, Boston was the best team all year last year. Respect to Boston. But I also think that the Knicks were riddled with injuries. Julius Randle was out. Hardison went down with an injury late in the playoffs. Josh Hart was overworked, so he ended up going down with injury. Jalen Brunson ended up hurting his wrist in a playoff game late last season. I think the Knicks were riddled in injuries. I also believe the Philadelphia Sixers were riddled in injuries. With Joel Embiid going down, they also added Paul George to their team. Who else is out there in that East? Miami's not going to do anything this year, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Hey, don't sleep on Indiana. The Pacers might be good this year. Tyrese Halliburton coming back, trying to come back strong. You never know. You never know.
You're bullshitting. Who you have coming out the East and the West?
I'm giving my take on the East right now. Let me get my take on the East. I'm about to shift over to the West, and then I'll give you my takes. Give me a minute, doggy. So, and now, if I'm going to shift over to the West, I mean, we cannot take this lightly. Nikola Jokic, he's the best player in the league. Let's just be real. Best player in the league. We cannot sleep on Denver. Minnesota Timberwolves, they got the Twin Towers down there, and they got that boy Anthony Edwards, that boy AE, the Ant-Man. Don't sleep on that man. He's not to be messed with. We also got the Phoenix Suns. I don't think they're going to be anything formidable. I'm not a huge Kevin Durant fan. I don't think he has enough weapons out there. I think him and Devin Booker are going to be by themselves. Bradley Beal, questionable. We'll see what happens this year. Also in the West, I mean, come on. We're going to talk about LeBron. We're going to talk about the Lakers. I mean, if we're really going to talk about it, let's talk about it.
They did nothing. They did nothing. They're not a contender this year. They did nothing. They did nothing. They did nothing.
Aaron, let's not do that.
They did nothing.
Let me finish my take. God damn it. All right, if I had to pick somebody out of the East, I hate to agree with Jeff right now, but I'm going to pick the Knicks. If I'm going to pick somebody out of the East right now, I'm going to pick the Knicks to come out of the East. I think it will be a Knicks Boston, maybe Knicks Sixers East NBA East Conference Championship. And then if I had to go West, you know, if I had to go West, I would say Minnesota's going to be in the picture. I would say Denver's going to be in the picture. You know, I would pick Denver coming out of the West. I pick Denver
All
coming out of the West.
right.
I pick Denver. Go ahead, AG.
Now, coming out the East, I do think the Knicks are formidable, but I just think that my boy Giannis and Dame for their second year together is gonna ball out. I got Giannis coming out of the East. Now in the West, you didn't even mention them. But them young bulls, I think I really I'm high on them this year, and they added a big piece. They added a big piece
Don't say
in the
OKC,
offseason.
bro. Don't say
I'm
OKC,
going
bro.
OKC in the West.
Come
I'm
on,
going
man.
OKC in the West. Them boys have chemistry. Shea is the truth.
Hey, quick update. Fever up by
Shea is the
one
truth.
late in the fourth. Fever up by one late in the fourth. Quick update. Go ahead, AG.
Cool. But Shay is the truth.
Move closer to
I
the camera,
like,
Papa. Move closer to the
I
camera.
like, I like either OKC or Dallas coming out of the West. But I have OKC coming out of the West. Don't sleep on them boys. They young, they hungry, they have great chemistry together. They're coming back. It's the same team, just out of this real true center, and they can literally move Chet to the 4 and let Hartenstein play at the 5. Chet at the 4 is going to kill these fours. He's going to kill those fours. I have OKC and I have the Bucks. But I
You got the
do
Bucks out of the
feel
East? You got the
I
Bucks out
have
of
the
the East?
I
Okay.
have the Bucks. I have the Bucks out of the East, but I really do like New York this year. I really do. I really do. The Sixers, they just cursed. I don't think they're about it. Paul George ain't about it. They're a good 2K team, but that's it. Um, that's it.
Yeah, I got Knicks Denver, man. I got Knicks Denver. And no disrespect to OKC, I just don't see it. No disrespect to them. No disrespect to OKC, I just don't see it.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
That being
That's
said, let's
fine.
close them out. Let's close them out, AG. What you got for the chat? Talk to him.
Let's see. Let's see. We had Jefferson stay tuned this whole chat talking with us, right? We had Zach ask some good questions. Zach actually has Gian yeah, Zach likes my pick too, the Bucks to come out of the East. Um,
Okay.
but I just want to thank everybody who showed up, pulled up to the stream, and we gonna continue doing this every week. You already know. Um, say what you need to say.
Man, listen, as I do always, we're gonna go back in the chat and I'm gonna give the shout outs with a shout out to EJ. I'm gonna give the shout outs with a shout out to Needed. Hey, CJ on the PJ, what's good? Jace, what's good? Vic, I see your boy. Mikey, you were here for a minute. Marlon, fuck the Giants. You already know. We got Jeff. You already know what time it is. We gonna get you out here. Burner, we gonna get you out here one of these times. We love your picks. We love your feedback. Steve, you already know what time it is. Love, boy. Who else we got? We got Remy. Remy made a very brief appearance, but what's up, Remy? I see you. Jace, I love you, kid. We'll talk about you getting you on the show one of these one of these days, excuse me. Yo, it's all love to y'all. This is Who Knows Best. Who knows best, AG?
We do.
We do. You already know we're gonna try to come once to twice a week moving forward, right, AG? Once to twice a week.
Yeah, we're gonna try to. Yeah, we're gonna try to do twice. We're gonna push for twice, especially with the basketball season starting. There's gonna be a lot more to cover, so we're gonna try to do twice.
And I want to let you know if I miss you in the chat, I still love you. But you already know it's Who Knows Best featuring AG and yours truly, GJ, giving y'all the up-to-date sports knowledge that you all need. Let's go. Holla at him, AG.
Holla at y'all.